looks thin. It's not, but it looks it. Hi, guys. I'm early. Let's see. Oh, you're okay. You're okay, Doda. Hi, everybody. How is everyone this evening? You might be wondering, why are we here? Because Wednesdays moving forward, Wednesday nights this time, we are going to be doing things. More specifically, starting next week, we are going to start reviewing TOS, starting with the cage next week. The first reactions or rewatches, discussions like this, these late night ones, will be done on Wednesday evenings. The live review and edited review of said TOS episode will be on Thursdays. So that way Fridays are free for people to do Friday things. So until new Star Trek comes on the air, this is what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun to go back and rewatch TOS. So this live is all about TOS. Whatever you guys want to talk about TOS-wise, let me know. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. So Trekyard is here. Subscribe and defend the frontier against Zur and the Khotan Armada. Matthew's Hook, Trekyard, Poseidon, and Sean O'Sullivan are here. Sean says, I don't like Kurtzman. He's coarse and rough and irritating. He gets everywhere. Yes, it's true. So, yeah, we're just here to chat, hang out, probably for an hour or so. We'll see how it goes. But today we're talking about just TOS and generalities. Next week, next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be talking about the cage specifically. So join me for those every week, and make sure to join us on Thursdays at a regular time of 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live reviews. And next week, it's even the same time for the guys in the UK. It's back to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your Thursday afternoon reviews. So anyway, Matthew's Hook says my favorite episode is Doomsday Machine. Doomsday Machine is fantastic. It is one of the better soundtracks. It's one of the, I want to say better ship episodes, but it's not really, because you got one beat up Connie and a shuttle, and then a giant windsock encased in concrete. So, but yeah, definitely a great episode and a good choice. And a good good guest actor for that one as well. I'm sorry for my dogs making the noises that they make. It's embarrassing. Yeah, Doomsday Machine is absolutely one of my favorites as well. So no shame or shade there for sure. Let's see. Sean says, just saying hi, Captain, doing deliveries, so I'll just have to listen. Hoping you all have a great or helping you all have a great discussion, he says. Well, thank you, Sean, for joining us. Much appreciated. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. We're doing this for the 60th anniversary of Star Trek. Obviously, it is this year. So, our first episode will be on, well, it'll be released a day early, actually, because I'd said Thursday, but next week it's going to be Wednesday, which happens to be April Fool's Day. So, what can you expect? We'll see. No Trekyards this year. That's what I'm saying. So, I'm just looking at my dog trying to get comfortable. It's kind of funny. Matthew says, I don't like the last episode of TOS. Turnabout Intruder. No one does. It'd be a good mid-season, or it'd be fine mid-season episode, but there are a lot of stupidities in it. Janice Lister, is it Lister or Lester? I think it's Lester. Janice Lister is a bit of an idiot. She thinks that women can't be captains, and it's all because it's all Kirk's fault that her life is the way it is. And yeah, it's kind of a stupid episode to end on, especially for a series finale. But they didn't know it was a series finale. They should have, because they got canceled after season 2, got a third season, and yeah. To give Shatner a chance to do some interesting acting, I will say that. But no, I hear you on that one. It's definitely a strange episode, to say the least. Are you doing all the Star Trek shows? Yeah, eventually. We're going to cover, well, like I said, we're going to do TOS until Strange New Worlds season 4 comes on the air. Then we're going to switch to that, obviously. And then we have reviewed almost all of TNG. We got up to almost done season 5. But honestly, nobody was turning up for those lives, so we decided to do things that people might tune in for. So we'll see. Hopefully TOS will get some more love in that regard, so that we can continue doing it and bringing you guys interesting content. So yeah, that's the plan, to eventually cover all the Star Treks. I'm sure after TOS we'll go straight into the animated series, and then we'll probably finish out our TNG reviews, and then Deep Space Nine or Voyager, and then eventually Enterprise. But yeah, it's going to be a long time before we get there, though, because a lot of episodes. BL Creative, good evening, Captain. My favorite is Balance of Terror. However, I Mud will always be my favorite of the feel-good episodes. I Mud, yes, indeed. Yeah, Balance of Terror, a fantastic episode again. Very submarine-style combat feel, claustrophobic vibe and feel, and mysterious enemy ship, and basically a game of cat and mouse, for sure. Yeah. iMud, yeah, with the androids and his wife, Stella. Hardcore Fat and Mud. What did I tell you about Boo Boo Boo? Hilarious. Yeah, good episode. The Fenton Mud episodes are good, just in general. And I wouldn't say it's a feel good. Well, I guess it is a kind of feel good episode. Love when they're trying to trick the androids into short circuiting by doing ridiculous dances, and an explosion that wasn't really there and things like that. Interesting choice. Sean O'Sullivan says women can't be captain. Did Spock never mention his sister who captained Discovery? Right? Well, no, see, the thing is with that episode, Janice Lester's just an idiot. She blames everyone else for her failings, and as a result, that's the concept in her mind, that women can't be captains, when that's absolutely ridiculous. So that's what that's about, in my opinion. Matthew Sook says, are you going to do the Star Trek movies too? We've already done Star Trek the Motion Picture, Star Trek 2, and Star Trek 3. We do them on weekends as drunkyards. So we watch the movie and review it while we're doing drunk yards, and you guys could have us drinks. So it's been quite interesting. Have not got this. I don't know. Have we done? Yeah, I think we've done the first three. I think the next one is 4. I don't know when we're going to be doing the next one of those. Probably in the next month or so would be my guess. Could be May though. Either late April or May sometime is when we'll do the next movie review. But yes, look them up if you haven't already. Olivia Julius, $5. Hey Stuart, sorry I missed the last live. I was asleep. Well, that's fine. I mean, Sam was there, so it wasn't really that great. I'm just kidding. Sean O'Sullivan, Valence of Terror. Valence of Terror. That sounds interesting. It's fun to watch back to back with Strange New Worlds, with its Strange New Worlds counterpart. Yeah, I forget what that one's called. Something Mercy, if I remember correctly. I've only watched that one maybe like 3 times. The Strange New Worlds one. Yeah, it'd be interesting to watch them back to back. I can't say I've ever done that. So, Trekyard, hey, had to nip away, but I are back in the Spricken. Very special Agent Trekyard here on patrol. Good to see you, Trekyard. Glad you're here. Olivia, the Mirror episode is a good classic. Yes, the Mirror is, again, a fun episode with some really great costuming and visuals, I gotta say. Who is, Belly? Wow. It's fantastic. What is going on here? What are you being an asshole about now? There we go. Leon E.B. From the perspective of seeing multiple ships and being rare, I want to shout out the M5 episode. Being rare? Oh, seeing multiple ships being rare. Yeah. I just wish there were different ships. I love the Connie, don't get me wrong, but to have 4 Constitution classes on screen, I want to see more of the fleet. I'd love to have one replaced by a Saladin class, or one replaced with the Dreadnought, or the Federation class ships, or anything else but a Connie. Have 1 or 2 Connies, maybe, but the other 2 ships be something different. That'd be awesome. That's a great idea. Hold on just 1 second. This chair's quite uncomfortable. There. That's better. Sean O'Sullivan says, yes, Valence of Terror, tour bed sheets attack when you least expect it. Indeed, I was quite intrigued by the Valence of Terror. But no, we just love TOS, and everybody's kind of, well, not everybody, a lot of people are sick of the new Trek stuff, and we were just looking forward to covering something that people are really going to enjoy. And hopefully the 60th anniversary year is a good year to start that. So we'll be covering some TOS, which is going to be great. It's going to be interesting to go back and rewatch them. And I've already getting screen caps for the Cage for next week. I've already noticed small little things that I've never noticed before, and I've watched the Cage quite often. So that's interesting to see it from a different perspective in that review state of mind. So it'll be fun to talk about, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of incongruencies and changes that were made, and just things that don't make sense because they hadn't established any kind of canon as of then. So we got the time warp. Let's do the time warp. The time barrier has been broken. It's like, oh, has it? Oh, that's good. That's great. Shit like that. And I can't get used to a woman on the bridge. Really? Really? Well, Pike. Soon in your career, that's all you're going to have on the bridge is women and Spock. Not that it's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I just find it ironic. So, all right. Sean says, the city on the edge of the river still your favorite? No, it is not. You know that. maybe we should go into detail for people that don't know, but 14 of you here, 10 likes, hit that like button. Yeah, City on the Edge of Forever it's a great piece of science fiction. It's a great piece of storytelling, but it doesn't need Star Trek. It's just got a Star Trek skin on it and doesn't need it. It's not the best episode of Star Trek by any stretch of the imagination, or it's best episode of TOS, sorry, by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe because they had a really good guest star in Joan Collins, but besides that, it's just a good piece of media that holds up. It's a good story. Doesn't need Star Trek attached to it, though. Doesn't make a difference really at all. So, it's fine. Not one of my favorites, but I understand why people like it. And tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join us for the live where you guys get to pick TOS stuff. And I get to rank it in my tier list. It's a captain's tier list. So you guys still get to vote and see if we line up with what we're thinking, but I get to place it in the tier list, and it should be pretty fun, I hope. So if you're able to, join us for that as well. Jeff Jacobs is here. Hey guys, sorry I'm running late. I will be right in. Hit like, hashtag make Jeff pay is in full effect. And you know what that means, guys. We got to get to 50 likes. Once we get to 50 likes, Jeff will super chat. Donnie says, hey Cap and all, and happy MLB opening night. Olivia Julius, $10. I admit I haven't seen all of TOS, but Strange New Worlds kind of encourages me to watch. I bet Sam Kirk is going to be great. I hope he's in there a lot. A legend like that can never die, right? It's true. He's in multiple episodes. You'll like him. You'll like him a lot. Jeff Jacobs says, what woman? I want to buy you your woman. You want to buy it? What? Jeff Jacobs, come now, Olivia. Gotta watch the base. Sure. Sean says, Spock in Space Seed. Pleasure to meet you, Khan. Did anyone ever tell you look just like one of your ancestors? Yeah. Trek or not, Cap goes walkabout season coming up. Get a follow me drone. There you go. That might be interesting. Yeah, I'm going to be going for walks, but I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming from them. Just because sometimes that's difficult. Plus, anybody I see that walks by me thinks I'm an idiot for holding up my phone and streaming, although in today's day and age, I don't know why that's an issue, but whatever. I just don't like being out of breath and trying to talk. Sean says, jumping in for a second, trouble with tribbles and trials and tribulations. Good mix of what makes Star Trek. I love the original episode, and I love Deep Space Nine version. Yeah, that's a fun episode for sure. Both of them. The DS9 Trials and Tribulations is a huge love letter to just Star Trek fans in general and TOS. Miraculously done. And to know that when there's still tribbles falling out of the thing, it's actually Dax in there tossing them out onto Shatner's head. I think that's hilarious. Like, there's a lot of great stuff that they did with that. Trouble with Tribbles is fun. Again, it's not one of my... I was going to say it's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely up there. So that's really not fair to say because it is in the upper favorite section. So I just don't know where it would rank. It's up there for fun, feel-good episodes. It's absolutely right up there, 100%. For just Star Trek or TOS in general, still up there, but not quite as far. I don't know. Jeff Jacobs, $2. Hashtag make Jeff pay is in full effect. Let's get 50 fast. Well, we're already at 15, so yeah. Anything TOS related you guys want to talk about? Throw it in the chat. Feel free to super chat. Appreciate all the super chats that you guys do. It helps us out immensely. So if you can, please do. And like I said, join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for just a regular live. Like I said, it's me ranking your like favorite TOS stuff, right? Uh, and then next week, it'll be Sam ranking that stuff on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we'll have my late night live. And then Thursday is the review of the cage. I just gotta get used to the new schedule. I need you guys to get used to it too. So, Trekyardians says you need a cameraman for the walks. Sure, absolutely. Jeff Jacobs, I want to buy your woman was a Blues Brothers reference, and you were talking about a bridge with just Spock and woman. So I asked what woman, and then the quote from Madame Belushi. I've never watched the Blues Brothers, and I never will. I've never been able to forgive it for the death of my boy. Check or not, any upcoming away missions? Nope. Jeff Jacobs, Trials and Tribulations was definitely one of my favorite episodes of all of Trek, as it should be. It was intended to be that. Like I said, it's a love letter to the Star Trek fans and TOS. So I hope they do something special this year for the 60th of Star Trek, but I don't think they will. That being said, we got Strange New Worlds, which will probably be premiering, if my guess is right, around September, which means they can hit still in the 60th anniversary year with a Strange New Worlds episode, which could be very, very love lettery to Star Trek. So we'll have to wait and see. Shatner's kind of hinted about him coming back, which would be phenomenal. And he has got in, even though he's like 94, he's got in pretty good shape. He's lost quite a few pounds over the last little bit. And not in a bad way, not in a sickly looking way, but he just looks good. He looks more like Kirk. So it would be fantastic to have Kirk come back in some form. But, you know, it could happen. It might not. Trekyardians says Elcar's on the watch deserves chef's kiss. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. I'm a clever guy. I just wish it wasn't mirrored for you guys. I looked up possible fixes for this earlier today, and there's just nothing yet still. Let me see if there's any updates here. Yeah. Nah. No, there's no. It's just being a massive pain in the ass. Libby said, "Here's a question: Was the Connie really inspired by an electric stove burner?" It's the first time I'm hearing that, so I severely doubt it. Checking out the guy who made your TOS rifle cap is her doing any others? He's made a few, yeah. He's made a few. Got that years ago though. Trekyardians says DS9 era phaser rifle. I've got a guy he wants to print me a Voyager compression rifle and the first contact phaser rifle, and I'm down for it, but it's like 150 a piece, which isn't bad because they'll have lights and stuff too. But I just haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. Pardon the pun. So, but that's a different guy than what made this. But the guy that's going to make me those phaser rifles is the same guy that printed this, the warp core. So, Jeff Jacobs says, "What do you mean, no Blues Brothers? You have to watch it. Let's talk sometime." Yeah. I've never. I don't know what the appeal is. Just they're on a mission from God, and you know. Trek or not, Aldershot Shipyards does some mad stuff. Yeah, a lot of people do some really great 3D stuff now. So, yeah. I didn't realize how burned out and tired I would be for this live. I gotta be honest. So I'm not sure how long we're gonna go, unfortunately. But anything TOS related you want to talk about, let me know. We're gonna at least go for an hour. And I'll see how I feel. But yeah, feeling very low energy and burnt out because I had 2 early mornings the last 2 days, and then we did our live earlier with Joshua Irwin from Avalon Fan Films. So I'm just feeling burnt out, guys. So revitalize me. Have me talk about some interesting TOS stuff. And hopefully I won't keel over from exhaustion in the meantime. My eyelids are getting heavy, man. Let's see. Scott Bakula's my dad. You have an interesting watch. Well, it's just an Apple Watch. But it's got like a... It's got a... Got a bunch of different Star Trek themed watch faces. Jeff Jacobs has pulled the trigger on the gun deal. Laughing my ass off. 150 sounds pretty good with flights and all. Yeah, well, that's friends and family discounts, so. Trekking when Spock's brain was removed, did his Katra go with it? Very good question. And yes is probably the answer. If you clone Spock, would there be 2 Katras? Very good question. Probably not, though. Given that they returned it to his double. Well, not his double. It's still him. He's just reborn. He's Jesus. Not that Jesus was reborn. Jesus was risen, but... It's interesting. The questions no one thinks to ask. Sienna, I would love to see Jonathan Frakes be the new showrunner. He has been through it all, actor, director, and he knows what works. Yeah, but he's also said he's done directing Star Trek now, so I don't think he wants to be a showrunner. He's too old to be a showrunner, honestly. So give it to Seth MacFarlane, man. Seth MacFarlane loves Star Trek. He actually made a bid to become the showrunner for Star Trek many, many, many years ago, way before the Orville, and got rejected by the studio. So as a result, he made the Orville. Have Aaron Waldke from Prodigy producer and writer do it. Have the Hagemans do it, the ones that created Prodigy. Have Mike McMahon do it. Even Toddy Newsom, put her in charge. I mean, she does make some questionable choices, but overall, 87% of what she does is good. So, yeah, have those people put in charge. People that care about the franchise, that know about Star Trek, that give the fans what the fans want. That's what you got to do. And hopefully Kurtzman's gone this year. It's supposed to, I think his contract ends in like September or October or some shit, so we still got to put up with him for a little while. But now with Starfleet Academy not getting a season 3, we're still going to see season 2, and yes, we're still going to review it, and people are going to come in and be like, why are you reviewing this crap? But we're still going to review it because it's new Trek. We can review all new Trek, except for Star Trek Scouts. Star Trek Scouts is just, what the fuck, right? So, anyway. Yeah, put somebody in charge that cares and knows what's going on. That's probably your best bet. Olivia says, do you think the modern day version of TOS is in the works? I fucking hope not. And it wouldn't be a modern day version of TOS. It would still be pre-TOS. But no, I absolutely hope not. As much like I love Paul Wesley as Kirk, I love all the new cast as their characters, their TOS characters, but no, we don't need that. There's not enough time frame to really fill up, and we don't want to spill over or remake TOS. Nobody wants to fucking remake TOS. That'd just be stupid. I'm kind of 2 minds on that, honestly, because yeah, I would love to see more Star Trek, more TOS, Paul Wesley type Star Trek, but I don't think they're going to do that necessarily. I really don't. I don't think it's in the works, no. I would say no. If I had to bet, I'd say no. Trekyards says Seth would do something special with it. Well, he made the Orville, man. Look at the stories in the Orville. Look at the scripts that he wrote for that. It's so Star Trek. That's why they wouldn't allow it. Show them all up. The powerful but inept. Yeah. Exactly. He would do something amazing. That's one of the reasons that Terry Metalis didn't get Legacy, or they didn't decide to move on into a show like Legacy with Terry Metalis. Kurtzman was basically jealous and butthurt that his first two seasons of Picard didn't go well. And then as soon as Terry Metalis came in and gave the fans what they want, it was praised and asked for a new show as a spinoff, and Kurtzman was all pissy, and no, this was his answer. So it's just petty childhood political corporate bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Jeff Jacobs says, I think the Doomsday Machine had one of my favorite Shatner moments when he was waiting to get beamed out as he drove the Constitution down the Berserker's throat. Yeah, very good scene for sure. Leon B says, move the main timeline forward. The powers say it's played out, but it is what we want. But if the main actors are old, Picard set up a nice crew for the 1701G. Did they, though? I mean, 709 is okay. I don't like her as a captain. She shouldn't be captain. She shouldn't have that rank because of how she was introduced in Picard as like an outcast, the Fenris Ranger. Whatever. She shouldn't have the rank of captain, first of all. Second of all, who the fuck wants Raffi as a second officer? Show of hands. Who liked the character Raffi? I fucking didn't. Jack is fine. Jack Crusher could be, that'd be fine to have him in there. And the Sidney LaForge, fine, sure, yeah. Bring Shaw back in some form. They've already said, they've gone on record saying that if they do get a show where Shaw can come back, they will find ways to bring him back. Either whether it be a hologram, whether it be, a clone, something. They'll find a way for Shaw to come back. That'd be great. Should he be captain? No, probably not. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, the Enterprise G. Yeah, well, get a new fucking Enterprise G. All right, the Titan should not have been renamed the Enterprise G. That's just stupid. Look at the Enterprise F and you look at the Enterprise G, and you're like, what? Pardon me? What did you? Why? Anyway. Jeff Jacobs says, oh, no, sorry, hold on. Even if the, yeah, okay. Jeff Jacobs says, sorry, Berserker was another name for planet killer in something I read. Yeah, I've heard that term before. Nope, did not like Raffi at all. Trekyardians said also a couple commanding a ship together would be fucking weird. Yes, it would. Olivia, I watched a documentary about the Doomsday Machine, and they were talking about how amazed everyone was that the director panned all the way around the bridge in a shot. Yeah. I mean, you never see that. And it was really great to see Kirk walk in front of the view screen and have like asteroids behind him on the view screen and just do a complete pan around of the bridge. That's great. You never get the full bridge set. It's always like chunks taken out for cameras. So, yeah, it's a phenomenal shot and a great idea and something they should have done way more often. But yeah. I don't know what's up with this fucking thing. It's like squishing all the pictures and then... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm just happy to be back with this. This is 60th year event of Star Trek. We're going to get into TOS, which is going to be great. Hopefully you guys will join us for those because the TNG ones really underperform, which is surprising because TNG is one of everybody's favorites. And like a lot of people have asked us, have you finished your reviews of TNG? I'm like, no, we got almost to the end of season 5 and nobody was watching. So we have New Trek on and stuff. So we got to switch to that. And you get people, some fucking people, your channel shouldn't do that. It should do that. Like, we're gonna strike when the iron's hot, guys. We're going to talk about New Trek. Love it or hate it, there's things to talk about with it. So I don't understand the mentality that we shouldn't be covering New Trek. We should only cover the old Trek. Like, no. We can do both. I don't know. Get on relative newsworthy new topics, you know? Trekyardians says, did you see Hail Mary yet? No, I have not. Jeff Jacobs, can we just have the Enterprise continuation and a Voyager movie, please? More Voyager. Yeah, I don't know. Voyager movie would be great, but to get everybody back for that, I don't know. Go play your Voyager Across the Unknown video game and make your own decisions. And as for Enterprise, I mean, they're all really fucking old now. I'd prefer Mike Sussman's idea of having Star Trek United, where Captain Archer is now President Archer, and he's got a son. His son is like, I don't know if you've seen an interview with Mike Sussman, but he goes through it. Like, the son would be a man of action, have his own ship, not be part of Starfleet necessarily, but yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. So do that. Don't do a continuation of Enterprise. But that would technically be you know what I mean, though, right? Anyway, Jeff, maybe we should have all of the Enterprise crew back and make it an animated show. Wouldn't that be fun? You know, it would absolutely be super disappointing. As much as New Trek can do animated, because their best shows were the animated ones. Prodigy #1, Lower Decks #2. I'd watch it, but I'd be disappointed. Trekyardians says, for Trekyards 15th, I will sort you out another plaque. That'd be awesome. I really love that plaque. I was actually looking at it today, and I'm like, I need to find a... I mean, it's already kind of behind me, but you can't see it in the lives. But yeah, it'll definitely have pride of place, especially... This is going to be changing soon. This is going to be becoming Sylvia's office, and all this stuff is going to be going downstairs. I'm going to be getting the full downstairs, the full basement. I'm going to redo everything. There's going to be multiple lives about me doing that. So it'll have a pride of place down there. So thank you, Trekyard. Libby says, Cap, Trekyards is your channel. What you want to cover is up to you. 100% agree with you. You get people like, I'm unsubscribing because you like New Trek, or you're covering New Trek, and I'm not going to watch it. Fuck what? There's like 2 channels I've ever unsubscribed from. I don't care what the creators are up to, really. I don't unsubscribe from people. Well, whatever, it's fine. Jeff Jacobs, yeah, President Archer and all that sounds great. Hell yeah. Animated, of course, because we wouldn't want to see Scott Bakula back in live action. Animated would be so much better. So United should be... This is like, there should be a sarcasm alert going off beside me here. Fetagen, live this late, and for your fans in Europe, watch tomorrow, or archive and watch tomorrow. Please do that. Yes, this is not late. I used to start these lives an hour after this start time, so consider yourselves lucky, I guess. Trek or not, a Star Trek NCIS show in the forgotten years is aesthetically correct, and aesthetically correct would be amazing. Don't call them the forgotten years. They're the lost years. Forgotten years just sounds wrong. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. No, fuck that. I don't want an NCIS show. No, I really don't. I just have a goddamn Star Trek show with S ship out exploring, visiting new planets, new civilizations. Doesn't have to be going to battle every fucking week. You know, have a Star Trek show. Don't need to be investigating murders and crime in the Federation. Who the hell wants that? So I say no to that, 100%. I'll net you back. Shut up. Oh, there we go. All right. Jeff Jacobs says I would take the animated show over nothing. I wouldn't. Nothing's fine, especially for Enterprise. Mark Lawrence says season 5. Good to see Mark. Trek or not, with the Cold Warisms. Sci-Fi guy says I'm here. Jeff Jacobs says, I will not look forward to doing your lives. I will look forward to doing your lives with moving into the office, as I will have to unpack all my stuff I have boxed up while the house is being renovated. Fedijin says, Star Trek United for the win. Please, new owners, greenlight it for STLV this year. Then Bakula there to announce it. That'd be awesome. Matt Boardman is here, and he became. I don't know what that means. Why do you say became? I got a weird symbol beside it, too. It's popping up a lot in YouTube. It's got that, like, funky, like, A with a thing beside it. I don't know what that means. But welcome aboard, Matt. As I've told all of them, I am tired, dude. So I'm not sure how long this live is going to be necessarily, but I'm glad you showed up. I appreciate that. Borman said, that's so weird. I said weird, and it translated it as became. That's what that symbol means. It's translated. Interesting. Well, maybe not, though, because the symbol's on the next one. It says, hey, Trek or not, and it's got the same symbol. Like, bruh. Bruh. What's that mean? What's that mean? What are those? I don't know what it means. Do you know what it means? Because I don't know what it means. It might mean something fun, but I don't know what it means. Fedijin says, Bakula is working for CBS, so it just makes sense. Hell yeah. It would be awesome. I would love to have Bakula back. Guess who's back? Bakula. It is Scott. He's Bakula. It is Archer. I'm trying to be funny and it's not working. My apologies. The Matt Borman says, that looks like it's translating it for you. It does. But then you said, hey, Trek or not, which is not translating it from anything, really. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, this is like in the way of the... There we go. I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? Please stop it. Because I've had 2 more early mornings. I already told you. And a live earlier today. Anyway. Yeah, so join us next week for the Cage review. It's going to be a late night review, rewatch talk next week, this time on Wednesday, and on Thursday at our regular review time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us to review The Cage in our typical review style. And there'll also be an edited review earlier in the day on Thursday. So, Trekyardians says, what about an Enterprise C era show based on archaeological exploration, given all the known stuff by the TNG timeline? Yeah, that'd be cool. But again, I don't want to be in the rut of being an archaeological ship or something. Like, I want it to be a fucking starship. This is a starship doing starship things. Not necessarily destroying other ships, but like going to other planets. Exploring would be nice. And yes, I understand that an archaeological ship would be exploring. Yeah, I get it. But then it would be like, oh, we found this thing. Oh, it's the preservers. Or it's fucking the Iconians. Or it'll be something retreaded, right? So Scott Bakula is my dad, says time for bed, Cap. Great interview, by the way. With Josh earlier. Yeah, I was fucking tired during that too. It's all right. Yeah. Glad you guys enjoyed it. So, Trekyardians says, I think my pessimism at this point guides my ideas. Maybe. Why is my back so itchy? Why am I so tired and why is my back so itchy? I don't know, guys. This was a ramp up to get hype built for TOS reviews. So hopefully you guys are going to be excited. I don't know. But yeah. The Cage next week. And then we're going in order that they're filmed and supposed to be released in. Where No Man Has Gone Before, followed by The Naked Time, followed by The Corbomite Maneuver, followed by Mud's Women, I believe. Mud's Women or The Corbomite Maneuver, can't remember which comes first. And then we get into the fucking Man Trap and stuff. The Man Trap should not have been the first episode. It's just dumb. Stop. So yeah, we're gonna do this shit right. We're gonna do it in order, and hopefully you guys are there for it and enjoy the content, and will like support us in some kind of way. Just showing up and being there. And why is my back so itchy? God damn it! It's right on my shoulder blade too, and I can't quite fucking reach it. I don't have a back scratcher up here. Why would I? Hold on. The struggle is real. Mark Lawrence says, if we get the Enterprise C, can we trust the current showrunners to make it look right inside and out? Hell no. The current ones, no. The current ones are hopefully on their way out, so. And the new owners did say they were prioritizing Star Trek, so at least that's what I've heard. Jeff Jacobs says, sorry I stepped away to get a plate of food. You should be sorry, Jeff. You should be sorry. My Apple eye pencil. Scratch my back. There we go. Jill is here. Hello, Jill. Good to see you. Jill, we're doing starting TOS reviews every week. So next week is going to be The Cage. So check it out on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Not Fridays, Thursdays. And then these late night lives the night before to talk about it. Jeff Jacobs says, I'm excited about TOS. So many classics in the first season of what, 27 episodes? That was the good old days. 100% agree. Trekyardians says, weird question. When was the last time someone sent you a McDonald's? From the live? Long time ago. Jill says, only one bad episode in season 1, in my opinion. Which one is that? Jeff Jacobs says, oh, Mark Lawrence, I would love to see the sea. Yes. Fredjin, I look forward to seeing Jeffrey Combs' Rat Pack show in next STLV. Yeah, the Rat Pack shows are phenomenal. So, Fedajin, you're going to the STLV this year. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to. I was saying for a while that we would definitely try, but we can't. I don't think we can do it. Matt Boardman, in a galaxy far, far away. Huh? Fedajin says, never seen it. Oh, the Rat Pack show? It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's really fun. It's funny. It's a super talented group of people. It's a great time. Chillsville, the alternative factor is a stinker. Yes, it is. Not great. Let's see. I just saw a thing about that. Hold on. Like a ranking of it. Oh. Ranking. It's one of the finest episodes in the. What the hell? What is this? It's see, the thing with the alternative factor is it's got an interesting premise. It just doesn't really deliver it so well, and also the visuals. His mustache, his beard, it's so thin by the end of it because it was just literally like hair stuck on a thing for the and so it goes between like bushier, not bushy, but like thicker, and then super thin, and then back to it's fucking weird. The visuals are wonky. I don't like his little spaceship thing. It's very, very typical 60s. Feels like a Lost in Space prop, honestly, and it might just be that. The idea of being able to tear through another universe and do the quantum reality thing, um, and have the like matter and antimatter and destroy both is just weird. All right, so here's somebody that says the alternative factor, I'd argue, is the weakest episode of a remarkably strong first season of Star Trek. That's what I saw. And this is from Them OV Blog. Them OV Blog. Weakest episode, yeah. The alternative factor is that much worse than the Turnabout Intruder. No, no, or the Way to Eden. Yeah, Way to Eden's way worse than the alternative factor. Turnabout Intruders. I wouldn't say better. It's. And the Children Shall Lead. Children Shall Lead is just creepy and weird. And then it says Spock's Brain. Spock's Brain is not as bad as everybody says it is. It's got some good moments. It's not the worst episode of TOS, I don't think. But yeah, that's the article I'd seen earlier today. Let's see. Boardman says, you said that the last time food was ordered during a live was a long time ago. Oh, in a galaxy. I see what you did there. Rat Pack's show at STLV is amazing. It's the perfect way to cap off STLV. Yes, and make sure you sit behind Matt Boardman when you do it. Jill says, I think TOS season 1 would rate a 10 out of 10 if not for the alternative factor. Interesting. Fetagen, Star Trek has crews and Stargate has one so nice. The Matt Boardman. Yeah, it's so important. The Matt Boardman. Not just Matt Boardman. Nah, bruh. Warms my heart to go to it. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of that scene in Ocean's 11 after the heist when they're looking at the water at the Bellagio. Yeah. Trek or not. So, what is your favorite show of 2025? For All Mankind and Fallout, both great. I've only seen 3 episodes of Fallout. For All Mankind doesn't come out until the 27th. I'm looking forward to that immensely. Favorite new show of 2025? I don't know. I don't really watch new shows, really. I usually wait till they've been out for a while, and then I can binge them all, or I don't know. Give me a list. Give me some to pick from. Jill says, haha, there are other stinkers to be sure. Yes. Matt Boardman, Brain? Brain? What is Brain? Jill, Fam, did it even air in 2025? I don't think so. Fam, I don't know if I've heard of that. Jeff Jacobs, oh my God, remember Charlie? The kid that just randomly killing people? And Kirk was like, hey dude, can't be doing that. Yeah, Charlie X. Again, we talked about that earlier today. He's not earlier today, earlier yesterday. Yesterday's live. My God. See, I'm fucking tired, guys. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the idea of Charlie X, but phenomenal casting. He's creepy for sure. But yeah, not one of my favorite episodes either. It's just showing the uniqueness of Star Trek storytelling that early on, that you got this teenager that's going through puberty that's also never experienced socialization with humans, so he doesn't know how to act, and needs a father figure, and Kirk's there, and it's just it's a fine story. It's just not one that really, and the reason we reference it the most on Trekyards is because it mentions if the crew's going to be eating replicated meat, I want it to look like a turkey, and then real turkeys pop out of the ovens. So Jill says she loves Charlie X. The episode, not the character. It's K today. TOS was hard for me to go back and watch. I started with the original movies and TNG because there were so many reruns when I was a teenager. FAM is for all mankind. Oh, I don't abbreviate shit like that. I'm not hip to the jive with the new kids. I don't say GTFO. I say get the fuck out. I don't say it's cool as fuck or cool AF. I say it's cool as fuck. So I don't do the abbreviations, and I don't like if you know you know. Just type if you know you know instead of IYK YK. It's just laziness, is what it is. I didn't know it was called FAM. FAM sounds like a drama or a dramedy or like I don't know, a sitcom. Jill says I watch an episode of TOS every Saturday night at midnight with the TOS Saturday Night Crew. Never gets old. That's awesome. That is good. Hopefully you'll join or at least watch our reviews later. Or like I said, there's going to be an edited review every Thursday afternoon, and then later that afternoon we're going to do the full breakdown and review like we do for all of Star Trek. So no Star Trek's getting the special treatment. One of our mottos, and has been for years since we started, was all there's good and bad in all Trek, and we analyze it all evenly and fairly. Point out the good and the bad. So we're going to find bad stuff in TOS, but we're also going to find a lot of great stuff. So bear that in mind. Donnie says, Balance of Terror is more than just my number one TOS episode of season 1. It's also my number one TOS episode, period. Full stop. It's up there for me. But I think my favorite episode of TOS is the Enterprise incident. Just because of the intrigue of Kirk stealing the Enterprise and seeing the Enterprise cloak and crossing enemy lines and being surrounded by 3 Romulan ships, some which are Klingon designs. I love that little detail. Romulan commander kind of bugs me a little bit, and her thing with Spock is odd, but Kirk goes undercover, gets surgically altered to look like a Romulan, which is great. There's a lot of really good stuff in the Enterprise incident. So it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I don't know. Enterprise incidents, Doomsday Machine, Balance of Terror, they are definitely all up there. City on the Edge of Forever is not. It is kind of mid-tier for me, so. Jill says, my favorite TOS is Devil in the Dark. 10 out of 10. Wouldn't change a thing. Devil in the Dark is fantastic, yes. Okay, stop leaking. Trek or not. Alien Earth. Alien Earth was okay. I preferred the stuff on the ship in general, but it definitely had some slow spots and some slow episodes. Andor season 2. Andor also bored me immensely. Like even the first season, I didn't get into it till like episode 4. Andor, I find as a slow burn every time, and it's just based on World War II storylines. There's nothing really new or original there, so it's captivating storytelling when it gets going. But yeah, the slow burn doesn't really work for me. Black Mirror season 7. I've only watched the USS Callister, both episodes. Blade Runner 2099. Didn't know that was a thing. Fallout season 2. Like I said, only watched 3 episodes so far. For All Mankind. Haven't seen it yet, clearly. Foundation season 3. Didn't get through Foundation season 1. Kind of stopped midway. Didn't intend to stop. I wanted to go back to it. Just never did. So I need to start watching that again. Stranger Things season 5 was phenomenal. Great ending. And The Last of Us. Was that this? What is it? The last season of The Last of Us was all right. Trek or not. The War Between the Lands and the Sea. Never heard of it. And Silo. Never heard of it. Jill says, I don't think I could take to hear Sam tear apart Devil in the Dark. Just plug your ears. I don't think he'd tear it apart. I don't know. I fucking don't know. He was praising it when we talked about it last time. He said it's a really great episode. He really enjoyed it. So I don't think he would tear it apart. Jeff Jacobs. When I was a kid, I loved the ship battles. Which one do you think was the best for that? TOS ship battles? There's hardly any, man. If I had to say, I'd say the Ultimate Computer is the best ship battle. Other than that, the battles are pretty not awesome in TOS. There's just nothing to look at. Jill says, how far did you see For All Mankind? How did you see For All Mankind season 5? I didn't. I don't know if you're talking to Trek or not. I don't think he has either, so. Oh, I meant 4. 4 was all right. 4 wasn't the best season of the show, in my opinion. I think season 1 and 2 are great. I need to go back and rewatch those, but I really enjoyed season 1. It was phenomenal. Hi, Bob. You know, and they do a really great job with their prosthetic makeup. Like those guys, to make them look older, they do a phenomenal job. I got to give them props for that. So, anyway, the final of season 4 was good. The finale, yes. Trekyardians says, wonder what Arnie's role will be in the Predator sequel, Commando 2. Is it Commando 2 or Predator 2? He's going to be Dutch. I know Dutch is returning in another Predator film, but it's not going to be Commando 2. Commando is a completely different movie. That's with Alyssa Milano, where he plays like, the fuck is his character's name? Something Matrix or... So I don't think it might be called Commando 2, like Predator Commando 2. That'd be kind of stupid though. So I don't know. Jill says, For All Mankind spinoff Star City is starting May 29th. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'd heard about that. I'll have to check that out for sure as well. May 29th, the day after my birthday. So that's good. Trekyardians says both movies have been announced. So they're making a Commando 2. Why? Commando wasn't that great. It's a typical cheesy action, 1980s action slop. That's not that great. Let's be honest. Doesn't need a sequel. Especially this far. You sure you don't mean, like, they're making another Conan movie. Like, Conan is going to be awesome. But Commando 2? Matt says, I loved Commando. I did too. And then I recently went back and rewatched it, and it doesn't hold up. Neither does Die Hard. I don't know if it's just my frame of mind at the time, but they're not good. They're fun action. They got some quips here and there, but as far as when I think about them, or at least when I used to, I had the nostalgia lens on. Like, they're not as good as I remember. Jeff Jacobs says, ooh, that sounds awesome. Trekyardians, very good, cool movie, never gets old. Jill says, the Cormorant maneuver is great. We'll start things off with a bang. Well, yeah, we're doing them in order, the correct order, which is, I've already gone over this. So the cage, Where No Man Has Gone Before, the Naked Time, then the Cormorant maneuver, and then I think Mud's Woman. I think that's the actual order. I have it written down downstairs. I looked it up today, the actual filming order of them, because that's the way to watch them, not the release order. Why would you do the Man Trap first? That's just stupid. Man Trap's like 6th episode that actually was. So I don't know. We're going to do the proper order as well. Eraser is underrated. Haven't seen that in forever. Just know it has Vanessa Williams in it. The Matt Boardman. Oh, they're not high cinema at all. I just enjoy them for the full on cheese. Yeah, but even the cheese I didn't enjoy. Like I rewatched Die Hard before Christmas, thinking, oh, I haven't watched this in a while. By the way, it's not a Christmas movie, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to check it out. I watched it, and I was super disappointed. It's not a great movie. And I don't know why. Like I said, it was my frame of mind at the time. I don't know. Maybe I should go back and rewatch it. I do want to watch the third one, Live Fast, Die Hard. I don't know what the fuck it's called. The third one. I want to rewatch that one with Samuel L. Jackson. That's the one I want to rewatch because I don't remember much of that. So, Kindergarten Cop with Alan Richardson. Kindergarten Cop is phenomenal. If they're remaking it with Alan Richardson, that's even better. Alan Richardson was made to play B.J. Balkowitz from Wolfenstein live action movie. That'd be cool. Matt Boardman, as of 2026, Arnold said he had been approached with the script for Commando 2, and it's supposed to be a legacy sequel where it will be age appropriate for Arnold, as it should be. Yeah, I would hope so. Interesting. His daughter will be all grown up too. Is Lisa Milano still alive, though? Why do I think Elisa Milano has passed away? I hope I don't know. Matt says, oh man, I love Die Hard. It's not a tumor. But just because he's been approached with the script doesn't mean that it's going to go forward. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway. I'm going to call it there, guys. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. So I'm going to go. I will catch you guys tomorrow at our live at 4. It's Captain's tier list. So you guys pick the topics from TOS, anything, episodes, characters, whatever, and I rank it into tier lists, which will be fun. And then, of course, next week is the kickoff to this 60th anniversary TOS reviews that we're going to be doing. So be sure to join us for that. The late night reviews, first watch, rewatch, whatever, will be Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So put that on your calendar. And then Thursdays will be our full review and breakdown at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Leaving Fridays open for everybody to do whatever they need to do for long weekends and stuff in the summer. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button before you take off. I'd appreciate that as well. You guys have all been awesome, and I can't wait to get into TOS, and I'll try to be more jazz next time, because we won't be doing a live at 4 and then me one at 9. That's just not going to happen. So, all right. Have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.